Yo, what's good with y'all? It's your boy Tricky Trey. I'm back with another video. As y'all can tell by the title and the thumbnail, y'all know what's going on already. I am indeed selling my car. I feel like it's that time to give this car up. You know what I'm saying? If you know me, you know that this car has been through a lot. This car has been everywhere with me, you know what I'm saying, for the past 3 years. This car has been everywhere. This car has been in Arizona, Vegas, anywhere you could think of in around this general area of California. This video is starting off a little of just me explaining why I'm getting rid of this car. You know, first off, this car has, like I just said, been through it all. You know what I'm saying? This car has been everywhere. I took this car everywhere. I put 78,000 miles on this car in a span of 3 years. You know what I'm saying? That just gives you an idea of where I've been. You know what I'm saying? How much I drive it. Only you know when it's time to get rid of something. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you've been working so hard to upkeep, you know what I'm saying, whatever you're upkeeping. But lately, man, this car has just been giving me issues upon issues upon issues. And honestly, this car is not really my ideal car. The story of how I even got this car is I crashed my BMW when I was 18. I needed a car to get back and forth from work. I was working at Hyundai in Glendora, and I told them I needed a car. So I was a first-time buyer. I never had purchased a car from a dealership or anywhere besides out of a private dealer or whatever you want to say. So I was blessed with the Hyundai that I had. I had very small payments. I was paying $350 a month and like $200 on insurance or whatever. But you know, that's really nothing on a car, and I needed a car, so I was very, very blessed and appreciative for getting that car. And I want to thank my auntie for getting me into that dealership and that car, because without that I probably wouldn't have got this car. I purchased the car brand new with 26 miles on the odometer, so I was the first owner of this car. I bought it brand spanking new. I was the first buyer on it. No issues for the first, you know what I'm saying, year or so, year or two. Honestly, I haven't experienced any issues with the car until maybe like, I'll say 6 to 7 months prior to now. And other than that, bro, that car rode. That car has been everywhere, like I mentioned. And that car has had a very, very, very long life in the past 3 years. And I feel like only you know what you go through in a car that you're in every day, you're driving every day. The issues, the small issues, the big issues, the issues that nobody else would know about, you know what I'm saying? And I was able to get rid of this car at a very nice deal. I feel like it was just the right time to do it, honestly. Only God knows what's next. I'm gonna continue to keep working, continue to keep putting that work in, continue to elevate my life. I'm gonna continue to try to elevate my life the way how I do, and y'all are gonna be able to see it. Yeah, only you know what you go through on the daily. Only you know what you want for yourself. I appreciate everybody that tells me good decision making, bad decision making, and things like that. But at a certain point in time, when you've already thought about something for so long, and the experiences and the issues that you've experienced, only you know when it's time for something, to give up something. Now, this car has had a long life. Like I said, it's been everywhere. I took it everywhere. I drove it. It's still in really good condition, honestly. It's just the issues, I'm kind of just done with it, you know? Everything, is nothing wrong with the car at all. Car is still in great condition. You know, nothing wrong with the car at all. It's just little issues on the inside, or what you'll never really get to know unless you're driving it. But, you know what I'm saying, everything happens for a reason. It's all good. Little Beamer. But yeah, y'all, I just got done packing everything that was in the car. little things like that. My speaker, my amp, got my little tool bag or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, this thing is over with. Things happen. Everything happens for a reason. Everything lines up. I worked hard for this car. I worked hard to upkeep this car. But, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's that time. What's good, y'all? As y'all can see, I'm back home. I just wanted to get on here and explain a little more of what's going on with my car. Explain a little more on why I got rid of the car. Explain more of just all of how I got my car, the reason I got my car, just things like that, because I know y'all gonna be in the comments probably asking questions. So before y'all ask them questions, I'm gonna just go ahead and answer some of the questions that I think y'all gonna be asking me. I actually wrote down a couple things that I wanted to talk about in this video. Before I even get into that, I just want to say that I believe in a higher spirit. I believe that everything happens for a reason. I believe that everything in this life is already lined up. Everything is gonna plan out. You just gotta take those certain steps in your life to make it happen, you know? Or you can choose to do other things, take other steps, and get to other places, you know? But only you know what you want in your life, and only you feel what's right in your life. You can take advice from everybody. You can take lessons. You can learn lessons from everybody, but you gotta move in the steps that you know and you feel is right when you feel them. And when you take advice or learn points from other people, don't just dive straight into that. You gotta just feel it. If it feels right, do it. If it doesn't, don't do it. And honestly, I feel like you have to just take points, take things, take lessons, take advice from everybody, and apply it to your life. Like say for instance, you see all of these millionaires talking about making money and doing this and this and how they got there, but you know that you can't do exactly what they're doing because of resources or friendships or anything like that. But you can always take points and actions from them and incorporate it into your life. And another example could be maybe you see a bad person, a person that does bad or whatever, and you see that they do bad things, but they can do one thing that is stopping you from get to that next level, like maybe taking risks, even though they're taking bad risks to get to that next level. You just got to take that from them, like, don't be scared, whatever happens happens, but you got to just do it the right way. If y'all get what I'm saying, y'all understand that. All right, so boom, how I ended up with the Hyundai. So to make a short story long, or to make a long story short, I had a BMW before I got the Hyundai. I got the BMW when I was 16. I had it until I was 18, I believe. But I ended up crashing the BMW. After I crashed the BMW, I didn't have a car for maybe, I want to say like a month or two, something like that. But I was working at Hyundai in Glendora. I was still getting back and forth to work, like through Uber, or I'll take my mom's car sometimes. But I was like, I still needed a car, you know? I can't keep relying on Ubers or using my mom's car. So I ended up telling the dealership, you know, I needed a car. So one Saturday, they called me. They said, yo, come to the dealership. We got a car for you. We just got approved for one. In my head, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to pull up. I don't have no credit history at this time. I'm a first-time buyer. So when I got to the dealership, in my head, I'm still not even knowing what car I have, what car they selected for me. Because like I just said, I was a first time buyer for a new car, I should say. So as I'm signing the paperwork and putting down my down payment and stuff like that, I still don't know what car I'm getting. When I found out the car that I'm getting, after I put down my down payment and signed all the papers and stuff, they handed me the keys. And let me show y'all the key. They handed me the key, and it was this. This right here is the original second key that I didn't give back to the dealership. They didn't even ask me, so you know. So when they handed me this key, in my head I'm like, all right, cool. It doesn't have a thing where you can push out the key and you gotta turn it in there. So I'm like, all right, cool. It's a cool looking key. I must gotta push to start. That's cool. I was a first time buyer. I'm getting a brand new car. I'm like in my head, all right, cool. Whatever the car is, I'm grateful, I'm thankful, and everything like that. So after we sign all the paperwork and everything, we go outside and we see the car that I had, you know, the Hyundai that I had. It was looking cool, honestly. I may or may not put some pictures on the screen. I gotta find a picture of when I first bought it, but you know, it was looking cool for the time being. I didn't have a car, so I was super, you know, happy for having the car, a brand new car at that. And you know, I was doing my thing. I had a brand new car. I was 18 when I got the car. I was 18 in like 3 months because I got the car March 2021, I believe. So yeah, you know, I was in a brand new car at 18. It had 26 miles on the odometer. You know what I'm saying? So I was blessed to have that in my possession, in my name, and everything like that. So I wasn't really tripping about the car or how it looked or anything like that. And I think like the next day or next like couple days, I went and put 10 on it. So it really didn't look that bad after that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like any car, well, almost any car that you go and put 10 on, it's not going to look bad anymore or as bad as it did before. But 10 always make a car look a little better. But yeah, so I wasn't tripping. I was driving that car. I was enjoying it for, you know, for a while, honestly. And I took that car everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I was blessed, and, you know, things happen. Go all around the world. You put miles on it. You drive it to work every day. You do this, do that in the car. You know what I'm saying? It starts to build up, you know, over time. I did a lot in that car. I drove that car everywhere, took it everywhere, drove it a lot. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. So, yeah, that's how I got the car. So, yeah, that's how I got the car. How much I was paying for the car? I was paying $350 a month. That was my car note. That's not including insurance or anything. That's just the car note. For the insurance for that car, I was paying $200, like $220. So I was super blessed. I was super blessed to be able to, you know, have that amount to be paying that car note for however long that I had the car. I think it was 3 years and 8 months, but that don't really matter. But yeah, I wasn't paying too much for that car. Like I said, I'm blessed. I was blessed and thankful enough to be able to get that car and still move around and do things how I was able to do it. You know what I'm saying? If you know me, I'm not really the type to talk too much about what I got and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a if you know type of guy. But, you know, I felt like I would just let you guys know how much I was paying for that car, you know? But, yeah. All right, let's talk about the features on this car. It was a 2020, so it had most of all the features that you can think of. It had lane keep assist, you know, heated seats, self-driving, everything like that you can ask for in a car that you drive a lot, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was a plus. And when I first got into the car, I was super excited to know that when I'm on the freeway, I can stay in the lane. It goes a certain speed and it keeps it there, and it can actually like go through turns without me having my hand on the steering wheel. You know, things like that was pretty cool. But after a while, you kind of just stop using that stuff. Like I wasn't even using that stuff after a while. It had the auto start stop. When you come to a red light, it turns the engine off until you take your foot back off the gas. It starts the car back up and allows you to go again. But you know, things like that. And then the gas on that car, I think that car was a 4-cylinder, if I'm not mistaken. And for a full tank of gas, when I first got the car in 2021, I think I was paying maybe no more than like $45 for a full tank of gas all the way on E. And as time went on and the gas started going higher, I think I was paying maybe like 55, almost 60 for a full tank on E. That wasn't too bad, but honestly, the way I was driving to work every day and, you know, everywhere I was going, I was putting gas in that car. I was filling that car up I would say every 4 days almost, and like almost like every 3 days at sometimes. But you know, like I said, I was blessed enough to be able to keep doing that for as long as I did. And yeah, it wasn't too bad, honestly. It was a low-key car, I can say. The police are not really on that car too much. They not really worried about what's going on in that car. They're more looking for, you know, hot cars, or, you know, you know a janky car when you see one. And the Hyundai that I was in, it didn't really look janky. It looked clean all the time. You know, I kept my car clean. Not even just the aspect of keeping the car washed and stuff. Just like, it just looks like, you know, this just a commute car that, you know, they got to just go back and forth on the freeway and stuff like that. But you know, I was chilling in that car. The police rarely pulled me over. I think I got pulled over maybe less than 10 times in 3 years and 8 months. So you know, I like that car and that aspect of it. But, you know, I think that's everything from what I remember and wrote down of the car. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it, honestly. The car was pretty reliable. I took it to get, you know, yearly services whenever I needed to do that. I never had any problems upwards of like 2 years. You know, so I never had to go get some extra mechanical work done to it or anything like that. So, you know, it was a reliable car. It was a cool car. But, you know, time goes on. You get tired of things. Like I said, I didn't get to choose this car. It was just a car that I needed and I was blessed with. After so much time, you start just getting tired of, you know, riding around or having something that you don't really want. You know what I'm saying? And like I was saying earlier, you know what you want in this life. You got to do certain things to get on that right path. You know what I'm saying? And this is going into my next topic. Taking risks gets you rich. When you take risks, and I know y'all have been hearing this from everybody that, you know, y'all look up to or watch on YouTube and on the internet and stuff like that, or that y'all see with money. You got to take a risk. And I feel like this was kind of a risk because I could have still had this car today. It could have been in the driveway. I could have been still paying that $350 to keep that car. But I felt like it was just time to give it up so I can actually start saving a little bit more money and, you know, get the car that I really want, the car that I really like, you know, to drive around in every day. Like I said, the car was cool. It was smooth. It was reliable and everything like that. But I just really didn't like it anymore, honestly. You know, after riding in that car for 3 years, I just got tired of it and the issues that it was giving me. It was just that time to give it up. Honestly, when I was up there at the dealership getting ready to sell this car, it was like I was kind of scared because I didn't know what was gonna be next. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I just didn't know if it was gonna be the right move. I didn't know if it was gonna be the wrong move, but you never know anything until you actually do it. And this is something I always say in my head and think about. You never know something until you know it, you know? And that's saying you don't know what can be behind that door if you don't go behind it. You can't just always go off of what somebody else said because they went past that door. Yeah, you can take what they're saying into consideration, but they could say behind that door is it's an elephant or something on a bicycle or something, but they could really just be talking, you know? They could really just be lying to you. They could be telling you the truth, but I don't know. I'm the type of guy, I want to actually know something when I want to know it, you know? And I'm going to go find out by myself what it is. Or if I got to take other people with me to go figure out what's behind that door, I'm going to go do that. But I don't know something until I know it. And when people do tell me things, I take it into consideration, but I want to go see it myself. You know, that's just the type of person I am. But it's all right to be scared of not knowing the unknown, because that's honestly like the biggest thing. Whatever you don't know is really like the biggest thing, but you just got to go out and figure it out. All right, what's next? Honestly, I don't want to say too much right now, but only God knows what's next. Only God knows what I'm grinding for. Only God knows what's on my mind every day. I can give you guys a little hint. I want something that is nice, fast, it's luxury, something that's comfortable, something reliable. I could give you guys a few car companies, maybe a Beamer. As like I just stated earlier, a Beamer was my first car. So I believe I'm a Beamer guy just off of that simple fact. I can say that I maybe want a Benz, you know what I'm saying? Because those are luxury, those are comfortable, those are, you know, pretty fast if you get the right one. The Dodge family. I have been liking the muscle car market for a while, you know what I'm saying? Scat Packs, Hellcats, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. But honestly, I just don't know what I want yet. I haven't been going to any dealerships or anything like that, but I've been looking online. I've been looking around, but I don't want to say exactly what I'm going to get yet because I have to sit in the car. I have to drive the car. I have to like everything that comes with the car, you know, things like that. But I just don't want to say that I'm going to get something and then go a whole nother way and get something else. You know what I'm saying? But just know the next car that I get is going to be crazy. It's going to be one of them ones. It's going to be one that I enjoy. It's going to be something that I take care of fully. It's going to be my baby. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like a brand new baby to me. I'm going to take care of it every single day. I'm going to make sure nothing happens to it. I'm going to make sure that I take care of it fully. Y'all going to see it. Y'all going to enjoy it with me. Y'all going to be a part of me buying the car. Y'all going to be a part of me driving the car and having the car. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be posting videos on it probably every day, honestly. But it's a long road ahead. It's a long journey. Nothing happens in a day. Nothing happens in a month. Nothing happens in a year sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But we just got to take those steps to get to the next step, you know? You just got to put one foot ahead of the other and keep going, you know what I'm saying? Because one day I'm going to have a Lamborghini, I'm going to have a Ferrari, I'm going to have all of these expensive, nice cars. And, you know, this Hyundai that I had for 3 years of my life, it's not going to affect anything that's down the line in, 5 years or so. But you just got to keep taking that step. Keep wanting what's best for you. Keep wanting more for yourself. You just got to, just keep praying every day. Keep hoping for the best. Keep grinding for the best. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, only God knows what's next. I'm super thankful for having that car, for being able to have that car when I did, and super thankful for being able to do the things that I did with that car. And I'm thankful for being able to take that car where I took it and things like that. It's the end of a chapter with that Hyundai. I no longer have that car. You know what I'm saying? I'm on to bigger and better things. I'm going to continue to work hard to better my life, better the lives around me. You know what I'm saying? My family, friends, and loved ones, and things like that. Only time can tell what happens next. And I want y'all to be a part of that journey with me. So stick around. I hope y'all like the video. Like, comment, and sub. We almost at 100 subscribers. I want to get 100 subscribers before the end of December. So let's work on that. Let's do that. I'm going to continue to work. I'm going to continue to post videos. More content on the way. I'm finna start getting in my TikTok bag. I'm finna start getting in my YouTube shorts bag. You know what I'm saying? Posting more consistently on Instagram as much as possible. And you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to just elevate. That's all I've been thinking about. Just elevating and getting to that next step. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all planned out. We just got to take those right steps to get to that next step, So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope y'all ready for Thanksgiving. It's right around the corner. I hope y'all are enjoying yourselves. I hope y'all taking care of yourselves. We just got to be thankful for what we have and what we are able to do every single day. I thank God every single day that he allows me to do everything that I do on the daily. So I just want y'all, and I want to encourage y'all to do the same. And, only time can tell what happens. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I will see y'all in the next one. And yeah, love.